Morning. Good morning. It's 7:26 a.m. on April 8th, 2021. We're getting a start early today. And we have already finished our readings on Benjamin Franklin. It's unfortunate. This would have been a good time to actually evaluate them with more candor and consideration, but the times are what they are. So we're going to move on to the next chapter in this book, and if I am correct, it's the second to last chapter, or actually, we're close to the end of the book. Chapter 7, The Curse of Bigness, page 162. Bigness has been an important factor in the rise of the money trust. Big railroad systems, big industrial trusts, big public service companies, and as instruments of these big banks and big trust companies. J.P. Morgan and Company, in their letter of defense to the Peugeot Committee, urged the needs of big business as the justification for financial concentration. They declare that what they euphemistically called cooperation is simply a further result of the necessity for handling great transactions, that the country obviously requires not only the larger individual banks, but also demands that those banks shall cooperate to perform efficiently the country's business, and that a step backward along this line would mean a halt in industrial progress that would affect every wage earner from the Atlantic to the Pacific. The phrase great transactions is used by the bankers apparently as meaning large corporate security issues. Leading bankers have undoubtedly cooperated during the last 15 years in floating some very large security issues, as well as many small ones. But relatively few large issues were made necessary by great improvements undertaken or by industrial development. Improvements and development ordinarily proceed slowly. For them, even where the enterprise involves a large expenditure, a series of smaller issues is usually more appropriate than single large ones. This is particularly true in the East, where the building of new railroads has practically ceased. The great security issues in which bankers have cooperated were, with relatively few exceptions, made either for the purpose of effecting combinations or as a consequence of such combinations. Furthermore, the combinations which made necessary these large security issues or underwritings were, in most cases, either contrary to existing statute law or contrary to laws recommended by the Interstate Commerce Commission, or contrary to laws of business efficiency. So both the financial concentration and the combinations which they have served were, in the main, against the public interest. Size, we are told, is not a crime. But size may, at least, become noxious by reason of the means through which it was attained, or the uses to which it is put. And it is size attained by combination instead of natural growth, which has contributed so largely to our financial concentration.